everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about how I schedule my bookings for 2 ESL companies. So if you're new here, thank you for being here. I work for VIPKID and GOGOKID. So I kind of want to talk a little bit of how I manage scheduling 2 companies at the same time, because I have had a couple questions. When I say a couple, I mean one, but thank you for your question, of how I schedule working for 2 companies. That is what we're going to talk about today. And I'm also going to talk about what to look for if you're considering adding on a second company, how to avoid double bookings, and what my booking routine looks like. So yeah, that's what we are going to discuss today. If you are interested in how I schedule my classes for 2 companies, then just keep on watching. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell so you get notified every single time I post a new video. And yeah, go ahead and hit the like button on this one if you find it helpful. But that is what we're gonna do today. Let's get into it. Okay, so I work for 2 ESL companies because, for one, it just makes it a little bit easier to fill up my slots. So GogoKid is the first company I started with. I started in December, late December with them, and then I added on VIPKid in early February. So I mainly added on VIPKid because I just wasn't getting the amount of bookings I wanted on a regular basis. And I totally get that. That's gonna happen since I am a new teacher. But I wanted to make the allotted time that I am putting towards teaching worthwhile, because I don't just want to have, say I'm opening up my slots from 5 to 9 in the morning. Okay, well, I don't want to just work for one company if I'm only getting, 3 to 4 bookings when I could be getting 8. So yeah, that is why I added on a second ESL company. Things to look at when you're adding on a second company: you want to keep in mind the base pay that you already have from your first company and the base pay that the second company is offering. So me in particular, GogoKid is my primary company because they offer me a higher base pay. And you can make up to $25 an hour working for GogoKid. I want my schedule to be as open as possible for GogoKid because I eventually want to hit that mark where I can make 25. I'm getting there, but I need more classes. So yeah, that is why they are my primary companies. Because GogoKid offers me a higher base pay, they are my number one. They are my primary. I have regular students with GogoKid, and I do not have any regular students with VIPKid, which is okay because they are my secondary company. So VIPKid is my secondary company, for one, because it just helps me fill up my slots. So both VIPKid and GogoKid let teachers make their slots available within 24 hours. So you have the option for both companies to mark that you want to let the slot stay open for up to an hour before class. So that means that parents could literally book an hour before start time of your class. So I do not open any short notice bookings with GogoKid because I want regular students coming from GogoKid. I don't want any short notice bookings from GogoKid because I give all of those to VIPKid, and I'll get into that in just a second. But yeah, when you're adding on a second company, you want to look at, if their base pay is not as much as the company I'm originally working for, that should be my secondary one, because you want to stay with the company that gives you the higher base pay, obviously. Or you want to see if they offer any bonuses for short notice slots. So VIPKid, for example, offers you $2 per class extra if that slot gets booked within 24 hours. So that $2 bonus per class kind of makes up for my lower base pay for VIPKid. So that is why they are my secondary, because they offer that bonus for short notice bookings. GogoKid does not. GogoKid does not offer any bonuses as of right now for short notice bookings. And also, when you're adding on a second company, if it is VIPKid or other way around, you want to look at what incentives they offer. If they offer bonuses regularly for opening up a lot of peak time slots throughout that week, or if they offer class incentives. So that's another perk of VIPKid, is they do offer finished class incentives. So I forget the range, but you can make anywhere from like 80 cents to, I want to say $1.7 to $1.8 extra per class when that class is marked as finished. So yeah, that is what I would look for when you're adding on a second company, or if you think you might want to replace your primary company. So that is what you want to look for when you are wanting to add a second company, what their bonuses are, what class incentives they offer, if they offer short notice bookings. Those are all really good things to take into consideration. Okay, so my booking routine basically consists of opening my slots for the week after next every Sunday morning. So parents get to book for the week after on, I believe, Monday at noon Beijing time. It might be like 11 or something like that. Because I don't know the exact time, I always just make sure to open my slots that Sunday morning so that they can get booked for the week after next. What I typically do is I just open up all my slots for GogoKid first. This past Sunday, I opened for the following week. So I opened all the slots that I want to be teaching. GogoKid gets priority for me because of that higher base pay, and I do have regular students with GogoKids, so I can make sure that they get their classes scheduled. And then the day before, so I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my little brother, because everything's like virtual school right now, my little brother is blaring his trumpet for band class. Oh man, Corona. So once those slots are booked for GogoKid, I leave them as, I don't really mess with my schedule until the day before. So once I have all my classes that I want booked for GogoKid, I will book for VIPKid when I want to get any spots I still have open filled the day before. So my regular teaching times that I teach is from around 3 to 9 or 9:30 in the morning. Yes, I know, that's very early, but that's my job now. So yeah, so I typically teach from 3 in the morning until about 9 or 9:30, and whatever classes that I did not get booked through GogoKid, I will open up for VIPKid short notice bookings. So I had some slots still available, so whatever slots I had available, I went on VIPKid and made all those slots available for short notice. So tomorrow morning, fingers crossed, I'll wake up and my schedule is full. That's what happened this morning, and that's what's been happening, luckily, which is really, really nice, because I mean, obviously I'm thankful for the classes that I get through GogoKid, but I'm trying to teach at least like 10 classes a day, you know? So the way I've been scheduling my classes for GogoKid and VIPKid has really helped tremendously to get my schedule filled. GogoKid gets first priority bookings for me, and then whatever slots I don't have booked the day before classes for the next day, I will book all of those slots for short notice through VIPKid. So yeah, it has honestly been so great. Now the main way I get so many short notice bookings through VIPKid is because I'm certified to do trials. If you currently work for VIPKid and you're kind of struggling to get booked, I would highly, highly recommend to get certified for trials. So the way I have been scheduling my classes has been really great, because I get the slots, I get some slots filled through GogoKid, most with my regular students, and then whatever slots I don't have filled, I will open through VIPKid for short notice. And then those, honestly, like 9 times out of 10, they get booked with the trial class. Now, I personally don't mind teaching trial classes all the time, because one, you can get like a $5 incentive if they sign up. But yeah, that is how I get my slots filled so quickly, is because I'm certified in trial classes, and trial classes get booked really often through short notice for sure. You can definitely get a slot that is short notice booked for like a level 3, 4, any level really, but trials are the most common class that I teach for short notice bookings for sure. But yeah, that is my scheduling routine. It's been pretty awesome. I hope that you guys try it out, and yeah, let me know in the comments or shoot me an email if that ends up working out for you. So when you work for 2 companies, your number one concern is probably, oh, like I don't want to get double booked. Getting double booked is, fortunately, I have never been double booked. We're gonna knock on that wood. I'm very, very careful when I do my bookings. I literally have them both up at the same time, so I'm making sure that they kind of fit perfectly. That way I do not get double booked, because then you would have to pick which class that you want to cancel, and VIPKid and GogoKid both deduct pay and like for GogoKid credit score points. So yeah, it's no fun to get double booked, because it kind of stinks either way if you're going to cancel a class. So when I schedule for both classes, I check like at least 3 or 4 times before I'm like, okay, I'm good, because I really do not want to get double booked. That does not seem very fun, and I hope it never happens. I'm sure it probably will, but so far it hasn't, thankfully. Do your best to avoid double bookings. Whatever type of scheduling you do, whether you just give one day to GogoKid, one day to VIPKid, or whatever 2 companies that you're going to work for, just be careful. I mean, that is an easy way to do it and not get double booked, is if you give like alternating days to each company. So the way I personally do it seems like it would be easier to get double booked, because say you're like, oh no, like I didn't know my 6 a.m. was booked for GogoKid. I accidentally opened it on VIPKid, and literally 10 seconds later it gets booked, which happens. When you open your slots right away for VIPKid, like they get booked so quickly. So another way to avoid double bookings is when you open your time slots for your second company the day before, like I do for VIPKid. I do not open that time slot until it's less than 24 hours. But say this morning it was 6 a.m. and I didn't have a few slots opened before 6 a.m. I'm gonna go ahead and open those for VIPKid, like between classes. That way that I can have those slots already open and ready to go to get booked. It's honestly a really good time to open your short notice bookings, because it's early here, but it's nighttime over there, and so they're up. They might be scheduling for tomorrow that night. So that's what I try to do to get booked quickly with VIPKid. For the slots that I want to open, make sure that you do not open a time slot that is short notice for a time that is over 24 hours away. So say it's 5 a.m. today and you open a 7 a.m. time slot for tomorrow through VIPKid that you are booking for short notice, but that slot is still available for GogoKid and it's not a short notice slot. There's still a chance that GogoKid class will get booked. So yeah, just make sure that you do not open a short notice time slot more than 24 hours ahead, because there's definitely a chance that that could happen. But yeah guys, that is all I have for today. I hope that you guys found this video helpful. If you are considering working for 2 companies at once, it has been really great for me so far. Again, I love both. I don't really have a preference over either. I love working for both. Again, GogoKid is my primary company just because they offer a higher hourly rate if you do make those bonus incentives for each class. But yeah, it's worked great. GogoKid primary, VIPKid secondary. GogoKid no short notice time slots. VIPKid I only book short notice, and that is how I have been filling up my schedule, and it's been working out really nice. So I hope you guys give it a try. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It means the world to me, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.